This is Engage New York, Module 2, Lesson 10. Read the objective while I read it out loud. I can multiply decimal fractions with tenths by multi-digit whole numbers using place value understanding to record partial products. So we are adding the decimal fraction into our multiplication. So we're going to go ahead and start off with fluency. You are going to multiply and then divide by the same number. So you're going to multiply and then divide. Then you're going to decompose the decimals into wholes and into the fraction. The decimals, where they sit, okay? What does that look like? Like in expanded form. You're going to use expanded form here. On the back, you have an application problem. The 5th grade craft club is making aprons to sell. Each apron takes 1.25 yards of fabric that costs $3 per yard and 4.5 yards of trim that costs $2 per yard. What does it cost the club to make one apron? If the club wants to make $1.75 profit on each apron, how much should they charge per apron? So go ahead, get your fluency going, and we'll come back to debrief in just a minute. All right, so let's go over. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6 times 10 is 60. Divided now by 10 takes us back to 6. So 5 times 0.3 gives us 1.5. And remember, your answer, because there's one number behind the decimal, your answer has to have one number behind the decimal. That's that little tiny reminder. So 5 times 0.3 we know is 1.5 times 10 would be 15. 15 divided by 10 would take us back to 1.5. 3 times 2.5 is 7.5. So 3 times 2.5 is 7.5 times 10 would give us 75, and then divide back by 10 gives us 7.5. 2 times 3.4 gives us 6.8. 2 times 3.4 is 6.8 times 10 gives us 68. Divide back and gives us 6.8. Takes us backward. All right, decompose decimals. Now, I did it several different ways so that you could see your options. So, decompose the decimals is really 7 ones and 463 thousandths. That works. Or you could do 74 tenths and 63 thousandths. Or you could do 746 hundredths and 3 thousandths. That works. Up here, 8 ones and 972 thousandths, or 89 tenths and 72 thousandths, or 897 hundredths and 2 thousandths. Now, so when I say decompose a decimal, this is what I mean. So you're pulling it apart into all of its pieces. So here we have 6 ones and 849 thousandths, 68 tenths and 49 thousandths, and 684 hundredths and 9 thousandths. All right, our application problem. The 5th grade craft club is making aprons to sell. Each apron takes $1.25 yards of fabric that costs $3 per yard. And they're going to need 4.5 yards of trim per apron, and that costs $2 per yard. So, question number 1 is, how much does one apron cost to make? That was the first thing. How much does it even cost to make? Second thing is, how much should they charge for a $1.75 profit? So let's start up here. $1.25. 1.25 yards of material times $3 per yard. Okay. Then we have 4.5 yards of trim at $2 per yard. So now we're going to add this up, and we end up with 12.75. So we end up with $3.75 plus $9, which gives us $12.75 cost per apron. So it's $12.75 just to make the apron. Then how much are they going to charge if they want to make sure to make $1.75 on each apron? It's $12.75 plus $1.75 gives you $14.50. So they are going to have to charge $14.50 in order to reach their goal. All right, so now we're moving on to our concept development. So what I need you to do is you are going to get ready to work through the next 3 problems with me.